Hey guys, it's Trish. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. And today we're going to talk about something that is very serious, okay? And I know that you guys are probably thinking that I am going to be exaggerating, but I am not exaggerating at all. We need to be very, very afraid because Valentine's Day is literally showing us that as a society, we have lost our minds. What Valentine's Day has become is absolute insanity. It was never this bad. We have parents feeling bad because they cannot do Valentine's baskets for their kids. Children being upset because they didn't like the gifts that their parents gave them. We have 1-year-olds buying gifts for Valentine's Day for other 1-year-olds. We have people crying because they didn't get an expensive gift from their partner. What is happening? Man, let's get to the clips, okay? Let's get to the clips so you guys could see exactly what I'm talking about. If I can de-influence you from Valentine's Day, let me do that because it is insane, y'all. It is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Year-old in the U.S. gets for Valentine's Day from his daycare classmates. Thank you very much to all the parents. What the fuck?
1-year-olds already involved in buying materialistic things for other 1-year-olds in order to show love. First of all, they're 1. They barely know how to talk. It is not the children. They don't care about Valentine's Day at 1 years old. They don't care. It is the adults who are so obsessed with material things and who are so deep into consumerism that we are turning everything into an opportunity to spend and to buy. And we are starting to teach babies as early as 1 year old to follow in our footsteps. Like, this is insane. So most of the comments under the video were people who don't agree with it. They think it's too much. They think this is insane. One comment in particular that really scared me, okay? It really made me nervous, y'all. I was very nervous when I read this comment because it just shows how lost we are as a society. And it was a person who said, the children are learning how to love and be kind to others. Saying that is saying that we have to buy things for our kids to bring to school for their classmates as a way to teach them that that's how you show love and that's how you show kindness to people, is getting them stuff. They're too young. Okay? Maybe we need to let kids be kids. Maybe we need to let babies be babies. Let them baby.
But let me show you what this child just brought home for Valentine's. One group of parents, both parents and the auntie came into class today. So the auntie is a better parent than I am.
I'm going to pause it here. Both sets of parents and the aunts came in for Valentine's Day. And that's cute. That's cool. If you want to do that, that's fine. I will never tell you that you shouldn't do that. But it was her response. She says, even the aunt is a better parent than I am. And she goes on to list all of these. I'm going to pause it here, but she goes on to list all of these items. Like, things just kept coming out of the bag, okay? They were coming out of the bag, and they weren't 99-cent things either. $6 balloons, skincare. Like, what do a bunch of first graders need with this skincare and bubble bath this and, like, what is happening? Lotions and creams and for first graders for Valentine's Day? And the fact that she's even asked to send things, the fact that she's even asked to send things to her child's classmates. Do you know how many kids are in a classroom? The average classroom is like at least 15 to 30 something kids. In some schools, there's 30 something children in a classroom. And you have to buy gifts for all those kids?
Tough stuff.
This is a glow-up dinosaur.
A glowing dinosaur? Am I one of the worst parents?
You hear that? And now she's looking at everything that the other parents brought, and she's like, am I the worst parent in the class? And luckily, she has this sweetheart of a daughter who's like, no, you're not. Don't say that, you're not. But she's a sweetie pie. Because there are other kids that I already saw, and it's not their fault. It's how they're being raised and the environments that they're growing up in. But there are other videos of other kids who are getting upset because they're not getting the things that other kids are getting, or who are getting upset because their parents are not buying things for them to bring to the classroom that other kids are bringing. We are literally indoctrinating the next generation of consumers. We're losing our minds.
Does anyone else feel that the holidays have started to become just a corporation's money bagger? The amount of money spent on marketing and to make you feel bad about gifts and what you should and should not do with your loved ones and your family is absolutely insane. I don't know who to blame, because corporations who are public are literally legally driven to drive profits. They are legally bound, and the CEO has to drive profits for the company. And they do this by marketing and trying to game human emotions to get you to buy shit that you don't need and buy things for your relatives, family, friends, whoever it is, that they don't actually need. So yeah, the branding around the holidays and that it has to be about gifts is all gift driven, and that gets driven more and more and more and more every year. And especially as there's more digital media, more things in front of our face, we see it all often. It gets more driven into our brains. Our neural pathways start getting widened and deeper thinking about this shit. And we please wake up. We don't need to buy things.
Okay, there are 2 points that he brings up here that I think hits the nail on the head. Okay, the first, he talks about how it is the gamification of human emotions. People want to feel like they belong. People want to feel like they're part of a community. People want to feel like they're loved. People don't want to feel alone. They've gamified the emotion. Don't you want your kids to be loved? Get them Valentine's Day baskets. Don't you want to show your kids in your class that they're special? Have the parents bring gifts for each special child. Do you want your single friends to feel lonely on Valentine's Day? No, you don't. You know what you need to do? Galentine's Day. Get them a Galentine's Day basket filled with things to show them that they're loved. This is what is happening. And they're doing it in very subtle ways. They're playing on human emotions, and then they're throwing it like advertisements and marketing and PR, right? They're hiring influencers to do Galentine's baskets, Valentine's Day baskets, boo baskets, all right? Like once they've decided how they're going to play on the human emotion, then they throw tons of money into marketing and PR and influencers and, you know, Instagrammers and TikTokers and da-da-da-da. And it's just like, then you start seeing this stuff flooded on your FYP page and flooded in front of you. And then it's like, oh, maybe I should do that too. Oh, that seems like something I should be doing. And then like, this is how it's done. It is crazy.
I stopped by at Home Goods today, and they already have Valentine's Day items on the shelves. And it made me pause. This is consumerism, constantly rushing us from one season to the next, never letting us sit in the moments we're in. December hasn't even finished. Like, we haven't even celebrated Christmas yet, and we're already being sold February. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense.
Wow, we live in a super consumerist society. Look, there's already candy for Valentine's Day. We haven't even said Happy New Year. You know what? I think everybody's waking up. I'm definitely awake now. All these holidays are fake, If you want to love on somebody, if you want to appreciate your family, you do not need to spend money to do that. I swear, this world, this country is all about us being consumers. We really need to say no to that in a very big way. Who's with me?
Y'all want to know the reason why it's so hard to live in the moment and just, enjoy everything in the present? Because I'm on a Christmas aisle, right? Just, enjoying the holidays, sitting in the moment of the holidays. But, consumerism is like, hey, baby, we still got to prepare for the other stuff that's coming on. So go ahead and shop for Christmas and Valentine's Day. Why is there Valentine's Day stuff up already?
People are being bombarded with Valentine stuff while they're in the stores shopping for Christmas. Okay? They already feel the pressure to buy things for Christmas, right? Because if you don't buy gifts for people, then you don't love them. Infuriating. It really is. We've lost our minds. We're lost in the sauce. Seeing all this disposable Valentine's Day stuff that will probably go straight to the landfill just so we can celebrate love. And that's so true. All of this crap is going to end up in a landfill. Okay? They're all going to end up in a landfill, whether it's going to end up there because they're not going to sell them and the companies are going to send them off to the landfill, whether, somebody's going to receive them and then in a couple of years, they're going to donate them, send them to Goodwill or wherever donation place, and it's just going to end up in a landfill eventually there, or whether you're going to get it and then throw it in the garbage and it's going to end up in the landfill there, or whether it's going to be shipped, internationally to a country in which it'll end up in their landfill there. This stuff is not things that are biodegradable things. No matter how you put it, all of these things are going to end up in a landfill somewhere. And it is so infuriating because it's so unnecessary for love, to celebrate love. Okay, so then we have what was always the issue with Valentine's Day: couples. But the difference is, at one point, we were living in a society where you bought cute chocolates, okay? And if you bought somebody some flowers, a bouquet of flowers and some chocolate, they were happy. They felt loved. They felt like they were on cloud nine. Well, guess what? It seems like those times are long gone because now people are expecting that you are going to literally go to space, grab the moon, and bring it down and give it to them. And unless you do that, people feel some kind of way. They're in their feelings about it.
Disclaimer.
Okay, first of all, it starts off with this girl won. This girl won. So this is what winning is considered to be in our society today. Okay? This is what winning is. And so, which means that if you don't have this, okay, you did not win. Because this girl, she won.
What you're about to see is going to leave your mouth on the floor. Wow. I'm speechless. I hope she does an unboxing because I just need to know what's in these boxes. Let's see. We have multiple Cartier boxes, Van Cleef boxes. I see a Van Cleef necklace right there. I see at least 4 Van Cleef bracelets. There's at least 6 Cartier, 7, 8 Cartier bags. I have so many questions. So I was being a creeper. I saw that she got the Chanel flat bag. It's $6,900.
$6,900. That's one of the gifts. Okay, that's not counting the 52 Cartiers and the 96 Van Cleef. I don't even know what a Van Cleef is. Van Cleef, I think is what she said. $6,000.
I like the bag. She also got this Van Cleef bracelet, $5,650. This one is $4,850. And she also got this Van Cleef necklace for $9,200. Look at those flowers.
This is someone who got a bunch of stuff. And cool, more power to her. Whoever she's with, okay? If it's somebody who's a multimillionaire, it makes sense. If somebody, makes $150 million, they can afford it. I'm not saying that. But it's the fact that other people are looking to this as though she won. We don't know this girl. We don't know how she's being treated by her partner. I hope she's being loved up on, okay? Because I do not wish ill will for any woman or any human being, but especially not a woman. As a girl's girl, I will never. I hope she's being loved up on. But we can't automatically assume that she has won because we don't know how this person's being treated. And that's the thing. It's like we look at the cost of the items and the materialistic things to decide whether someone is blessed or not. The comment section of this video, a lot of people were like, it's empty boxes, okay? It's empty boxes. It has to be empty boxes. There's no way. And people refuse to believe that she actually got all of these things, right? And I think that subconsciously they were hoping that it was empty in order to feel better about themselves. And I later on am going to be proved right. We're going to read some of the comments and you're going to see that I'm right. It's because people need to feel like this is not real. Because if it is real, then they now are looking at their situations and they're feeling less than, and they're feeling like they are not loved, they're not blessed, they're not privileged, and they're feeling less than.
Okay, so I have the update that we've all been waiting for. Was these boxes empty? And we're about to find out in just a second. Y'all, of course these boxes weren't empty. That would be crazy if they were, though. This is what was inside the boxes. This Cartier ring, it was $5,250. Another Cartier ring for $4,950. Now we're going to talk about some more Cartier Justin Clue rings. So we have this Justin Clue ring for $52,000. Yes, $52,000. And another one for $48,200. Next we got some Chanel bags and some Chanel shoes. So we have this Chanel bag. It retails for about $11,000. This one also retails for about $11,000 as well. We have these shoes for $1,225. They're from the Cruise collection. Now that pink bag in particular, right there, yeah, this one right here, I could not find a price for, but that doesn't mean it's fake. It just means she got it from a boutique and it's not online. So yeah, they were in fact not empty.
So one of the comments goes, ugh, I'm jealous. Okay? I'm jealous. Once again, you don't know. This lady could be getting the crap beat out of her every single day. You have no idea. She could be getting verbally and emotionally and mentally mistreated. You don't know. You don't know that, right? You have no idea what she's going through. But ugh, I'm jealous. And then the person says, but I'm happy my husband is a good provider. Like, I'm so jealous. I wish I was this girl, but I guess, I'm happy my husband's a good provider. Every time I sit next to him, he kisses my forehead with eyes full of love for 18 years. Hello? You shouldn't be jealous of her. People shouldn't be jealous of her. You've won. She's not the one who won. We don't know if she's won because she got $150,000 worth of gifts. You have won. You have won. You've been in a happy relationship, a healthy relationship for 18 years. And he still looks at you with adoration. He's still affectionate to you. He still loves the crap out of you. He has warmth in his eyes and you feel his love, and he's an excellent provider, and he's taken care of you and made sure that you're okay, and he adores you. You are the winner, okay? You won. You're the winner. Congratulations. What? This is problematic. This is insane. We are lost. We have lost the true meaning of love and appreciation. So I am here to tell you guys, it is okay. hear me out. It is okay if you have a simple Valentine's Day, okay? If your boo does not get you $150,000 worth of gifts, that is fine. You did not lose, okay? Don't be jealous. Don't wish you were someone else. Simple Valentine's Day where you get a couple of things that are maybe inexpensive, but they're catered specifically to you and shows that this person had you in mind. That is beautiful. If you get nothing, but you get treated with love and respect every single day, and your person is faithful to you, and they appreciate you, and they're someone that you can lean on, but you don't get materialistic things on Valentine's Day, that's okay. Okay? That's fine. The next clip we're going to see is actually someone who is in consumer journalism, who's in consumer marketing, and who actually works in the industry, who is confirming, okay, what I've always suspected and what a lot of us have always suspected is going on.
Shopping writer and editor, and I just started getting pitches about Valentine's Day gifts for couples, Valentine's Day for gifts for her, for him, for kids, for coworkers, for friends, for parents, like for everything. To the average person, they're probably like, Valentine's Day is more than 2 months away. We haven't even hit Christmas yet. But this is how media works, and this is how commerce journalism works. And it all comes early because Valentine's Day articles are going to start being worked on sooner rather than later. Now, I don't have any Valentine's Day stories in the works just yet, but I know they're coming. So when the time does come, I will search my inbox for keywords like Valentine's Day gifts, gifts for him, and then that'll help me put my stories together easier. But maybe just a little insight on something you didn't know before. The people who are working on these articles, like myself, the best Valentine's Day gifts, we start in advance. Pitches start rolling in before one holiday is over. And that also means that Valentine's Day candy, new and returning, limited edition flavors and varieties are going to be coming out soon. So,
okay, if we needed confirmation, okay, that Trish is not just this hater. Trish is not a hater. She's not crazy, exaggerating, okay, making up stuff, done lost her mind. I'm still saying, I'm not crazy. I knew it. I knew it. And we have confirmation from someone in the industry who's actually brave enough to be upfront and honest and confirm what we have always suspected, what we have always hypothesized to be the case. They start months in advance and they are figuring out how to get everybody to buy. How do you get that person who's not in a romantic relationship to buy for Valentine's Day? How do you get the parent to buy? The kid to want something for Valentine's Day so that they ask their parents? How do you get coworkers to buy stuff for each other? How do you get friends to buy stuff for each other? How do you get everybody to want to spend money and buy things? All right, that is it for the video. I'm hoping that I got the point across to you all. I am upset. I'm livid. Hopefully this is pissing you all off too, because I hate the fact that we are passing this stuff down to our children. We are passing it down to the babies. The little 1-year-olds are being indoctrinated into this nonsense. Anyway, let's have a discussion. What do you guys think about what's going on with Valentine's Day? Depending on when you watch this, I'm going to try to have this up at least 3 to 4 weeks before Valentine's Day so that whoever comes across this, Valentine's Day 2026 that is, so that whoever comes across this, if I can de-influence you from all of this nonsense, then my job, okay, has been done. Then I have served my mission Please leave a comment if you liked the video. Think about subscribing because I do similar videos to this. This channel is all about finding ways to try to incorporate more joy, rest, peace, and softness into our lives in this chaotic world that we're living in. And so we talk about topics that may prevent us from being able to do that. So things like consumerism and other things. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe. That is it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.